for how to do a swing lache in parkour. Now this is actually a more advanced movement. Usually I teach under bars first, and that will be coming up soon. So make sure that you are watching around to see how that works as well. But the first thing we're going to have to know how to do here is how to hang from a bar. If you can't hang from a bar, you can't swing from a bar. So if you have a bar, not a pull-up bar, obviously, you're going to want something that is strong, like a really good tree branch, or you can do another type of thing to hang from. But you want something that is high enough up where you can get a full hang from it. Both hands are going to be forward like that, and you're going to be able to get a full hang from it like that. Okay, I'm going to move you to the side here so you can see better and the sun isn't blasting you so much. So, there we are, okay? So both hands are going to be on the bar facing forward, so they are like this, and they're on the bar 1 and 2, just like that, okay? And then you want to be able to go into a full hang on the bar, fully sink into it. Okay, now from this position, you should be able to do a little shuffle back and forth on your hands. All right, so that's the first thing I want to see that you can do before even doing any kind of swinging whatsoever. Just see if you can hang on the bar and go up and down on each one of your arms like that. Then the second thing is you got to be able to lift your feet up a little bit in front of you. I'll show you that right here. So from a full hang position, you want to be able to lift your feet up a little bit in front of you. So a little bit in front of you like that. And you also want to be able to hit an arch like this. And these two positions here, I have my feet a little bit in front of me, and I'm squeezing my abdominals and my glutes, okay? That's called a hollow position. And if I go here, it's called an arch position. All right, so you should be able to go from your hollow to your arch, your hollow to your arch, and you should be able to switch back and forth between your hands as prerequisites before doing this skill any other way, okay? So those are important things first. Next up, we have to talk about just swinging on the bar, okay? Not even releasing, but just swinging. And when you do a swing on a bar, you want to go very light at first. So starting out, you're going to do a very, very light swing. You can use your foot on the floor to help you, like that. You do a light swing, front to back, not high at all, right? And if you feel like your hands are slipping at all, then you have to adjust how you're doing this. Let's go ahead and go on the other side. I might have picked a bad day to do this because the lighting is so bad and it's so hard for you to see what I'm doing. But, okay, this isn't too hot yet. So yeah, so right here, going back to the beginning again, right? You should be able to do a back and forth shift to the hands like that. And then you should also be able to lift the feet up a little bit in front of you and then hold everything behind you in that arch position like that, okay? And the next one you want to be able to do is swinging your leg from the floor, all right? So you should also be able to do this from a full hang on. You should be able to touch the ground with your feet when you're doing this as well, okay? So you can use your leg here to swing front to back while still standing and use that as momentum to get you into your swing, okay? And you're not going to do big swings, you're just doing a small swing like this and getting used to what it feels like to do that. And you always want to release from this when you're practicing, when you're going backwards, okay? At the top of the back of the swing, that's when you would let go and then land on your feet, okay? So doing a few swings back and forth like that is really what you want to be doing. Now, if this feels like it's too strenuous on your grip and you can't hang on the bar, then this isn't a good skill for you yet, all right? And you have to get better at your bar hangs, being able to do the shimmies back and forth on the hands and the test, the strength test to be able to do this. And so I've seen way too many people get hurt not adhering to the rule of like, can you hang first? Okay, if you can't hang, don't try swinging to the bar, don't try jumping to the bar. It's just going to end up badly for you, okay? So make sure that you can hang on and do that. Okay. Now, another progression you want to be able to do is called a twirl around, so that your body spins all the way around, almost like a hula hooping motion. And that looks like this. Both hands on. Okay, hula hooping motion is when you're going to be turning your body around a circle like that. And you want to be able to do that both directions. Okay? And that also is a really great thing to make sure that your shoulders are prepared for this kind of movement. So let's say we have all that, okay? Let's say you have all that down pat and it feels good. Now we can start to release going forward. But I want you to understand something. There's a couple of, there's a skill called an upstart, right? And that can get your swing going a lot bigger, a lot sooner. And I'm going to cover that later because that's more of an advanced thing in my opinion. At the beginning of this, you just want to slowly build the ability to pull yourself off the bar and not give yourself too much power at the start, okay? So like I showed before, when I used my leg on the floor to get myself a little bit of swing, okay, I'm gonna do that again here. Let me adjust the camera, sorry. So from this position here, okay, I use my leg on the floor here to give myself a little bit of swing. Okay, and then when I swing it forward, I'm going to let that pull me forward. And I'm going to do about 2 or 3 swings here, all right? And when I get to the front, I'm going to do a little bit of a pull of both arms backward. Okay, so I'm pulling with both arms backward, but to do that, my feet have to be slightly in front of me in order for me to be able to pull myself off the bar. So as I'm coming through, my legs are slightly behind me, okay, because I'm swinging, and then I pull them forward as I pull with the arms, okay? So that allows me to land on my feet. So you should never feel like you're about to land on your back or your head. If you feel like that, you're swinging too high and you don't know how to use your arms yet. So swing this leg front to back, okay? A few swings here. See, they're forward, my legs are back, my legs are forward, my legs are back, my legs are forward. When they come forward, I'm going to pull with both arms. All right, both arms at the same time for now, and then we'll go into a harder version or a more faster version of this later on. All right, but 2 feet, 2 arms, same exact thing. If that's too difficult for you, put both your hands on the bar with feet on the ground and put your feet a little bit in front of you, okay, so that you're at an angle, and you're going to want to use your arms and try to pull yourself over the top of your feet. Okay. Do that first to get the motion down, and then go on to the full swing. So again, only do a few swings, then let the feet come forward, and you want to pull at the same time. That's all we're trying to do. When you land, okay, I haven't gone over the precision landings yet or how that works yet, but when you land, you just want to absorb in the legs, and that's it for right now. Okay, you don't have to go super far with this at all yet. Okay, this is the beginner version. So both hands on, okay, take your leg, do a few swings, swing it forward, do a few swings here. When the feet come forward, pull with both arms. All right, and that's really the beginning of doing this. Now, I'm going to show you one more thing. It's called the regrab. And the regrab is a little shift of your hands. And you can see that if I show you here on this bar, okay, a regrab, if I'm here, okay, when you're swinging on the bar, your hands tend to rub on the bar like this, and as you keep swinging, you start to lose your grip a little bit, and you got to reposition the hands over the top of the bar so that you don't slide off the bar. Okay, now to do that, I post you here and put you facing up. Okay, to do that, when you're on the back part of your swing, okay, going upward, and you feel this little weightlessness at the very, very end of your swing, you're going to do the regrab then. Okay, so if I'm here, all right, I'm doing this with my feet on the floor for examples. If I come forward, see how my fingers come back a little bit? So when I come back, it's really easy for me to lose my grip because of that. So as I come back here, when I get to the top, I'm going to shrug and do a little tiny pull here and reposition my hands back over it again. Okay, so that looks like I'm here, I reposition each time, like that. So I'm re-grabbing the bar and repositioning my hands over each time. Let me get you a side view of what that looks like. See my hands here? Okay. Watch, they're going to move over the top. Okay. And that's basically all you need right now to be able to do this. You have your different types of hangs that you have to be able to do, and you have to be able to do the hula hooping motion, and you have to be able to hold your body in different positions in the hollow and the arch. From there, doing the shifts back and forth, then you can do some light swinging, right? Let yourself go in the back. That feels good. You do that a few times in a row. Then you can pull yourself to go forward. Remember, you have to swing your legs through and then pull with the arms. Otherwise, you're just going to fall on your back, and you don't want to do that. And then, if that feels good and you want to go a little swing for longer, then try to re-grab with the hands each time in the back, like I just showed right there. And just starting out with that is probably the best place for most people to go as beginner swinging, and not worrying about trying to swing and grab a bar or swing and grab a wall, or trying to do a landing or a precision landing coming out of the swing. Okay, but right now, just swing, get used to doing that. Let your hands adapt too, because after a while your hands will get tougher skin on them. At the very beginning of doing this, it can be a little bit rough, so to speak. Remember, use safe bars, wooden bars, metal bars like these are great. I know they're hard to come by sometimes, and then make sure you test tree branches before actually swinging from them, that they will support your body. Okay, that's all I got for you right now. Talk to you all later, and you all have a good day. End live.